Hi, Carsten.
Hi, Bernhard. Now another quick video. What we do on
Well, maybe
premise.
not so quick. Let's see. So we are step 10, which is we need to deploy the AVD agents into the desktop you just created. So to make it marry the host pool or that it joins the host pool. And yeah, we could do it manually, or we have, or let's say, PowerShell assisted. Right. So there is some
Yes.
sample PowerShell code that will download that stuff. So if
We have it here. I copied it. So
Mhm.
first I go into the machine and we have.
Yeah, this one needs to be in the virtual machine, in the desktop. So if we want to do copy and paste, so I think you need to do the enhanced session logon, right? Because otherwise,
Yes, you're so right.
they,
So why isn't it here? Wait, we click again and now we have
yeah,
it.
no matter how you get, that code into the desktop, but it's important that we run it inside the VDI because the agents sit um, inside the desktop. Okay.
And as you maybe have noticed, I logged in as a domain administrator. So I
So you,
start the ISA.
Yeah, so you logged on as domain admin. You don't really need to be domain admin. It would be okay to be local admin, right?
Okay.
For that. So we're not doing domain specific stuff. So, the code does download the agents. So two pieces of software, right? The agent and the
Yeah, here we are.
bootloader.
Okay.
This is the, sort of link that even the AVD team is using for deploying session hosts, or at
They
least
may change in the future. So yeah,
I
but
think
for
they're
now it works.
should be relatively stable. I mean, what's behind that might change, but the links, they are used within other templates, so it might be even hard for them to, to change that once. But
Yeah.
there's documentation out there. You could see it on the top. I think
Here we
it
are.
would tell you, yeah, it would tell you how to do that stuff. Anyways, it will download the agents, it will install it, and one piece of installation is a so-called registration token, right? Which is the only thing that makes the agent to join the host pool.
Mhm.
No Azure credentials needed, nothing else. It's just by the registration token.
So
So
we
this
go
registration
here.
token, yes, is a delicate piece, right? Because it is, sort of, it has privileges to join anything to a host pool. Um, so it is time boxed, I would say, right? And you get it from the host pool. So if you click on your host pool that you
Yes,
want
I'm
to
here.
join,
Here in the resource group where we create
right?
our host pool. Here's our host pool. I click on it.
Hmm.
And then we have here the
Yeah,
registration key.
there it is,
Click
right?
on it.
And
Can
we
generate
have,
a new one.
yeah, sometimes, this is grayed out because it was created a long time ago, right? And maybe it expired it, and it makes sense sometimes to expire this. So if you don't have one, just create a new key.
Yeah.
Don't make it, be usable for indefinite time. So yeah,
Yeah.
just copy and paste that one.
The question is this the European syntax? So it's valid for 1 month, or is it only valid until tomorrow? I guess it's valid for 1 month, right? So I will copy
Now
this
you
one.
got me. I don't know, but this is only
I
for,
think it's a month. I think we did it before.
yeah, but this doesn't mean, right, that this that even if it would be just one day, I mean, your desktops still would be in the host pool. It's just the validation time that we need for the process of joining the host pool, right? It's not
Yeah. But if you want to join multiple
right.
virtual machines into the host pool, it would be nice if you can reuse the scripts at least for some days. So I now
Yeah.
copied the registration token in the
Hmm.
variable, and it
Okay.
should be fine. It's very long, yeah. So that
Yeah.
would be fine, and then I
Right.
can save it.
Yeah.
Let's save it to, let's say, the desktop. Normally, I don't like it on a desktop, but AVD agents PS1.
Hmm. Okay. Give it a try.
Yeah, I'm
And
not an administrative user, so I did this wrong. This is a normal IC. So I will start the IC again, run as administrator.
So, and you may think that this process is a really manual one, right? But we showed you the manual way of doing things. This will change in the future with the Azure Resource Bridge coming up, because this step then will be done automatically, right? However, behind the curtains, it will be, pretty much, I think, the same, or at least the principle will be the same. But it might be performed from Azure, even when you already create the host pool. So more, it will be easier. It will become easier, right? So
Here
the first step.
two files.
Yeah, here are the files, right? Are the Windows installer files. So keep them running. I think the interesting part starts here. So I sort of scripted the unattended, or the no user interactive
the quiet
way.
installation.
Yes, thanks for the words. So the quiet or the passive installation method for these agents. Interesting to note is that these agents will update themselves, right? So at the time when you have them installed, they will go out for the internet and have, look if there is new versions for them. They will also take down some other binaries as well, and some other installers. So if you go to your apps and programs, you should be seeing some additional, right click on the Windows logo, all right, or like this, right?
Add and remove programs, you meant, right?
And there should be, if you scroll down, there should be these two, but there should be also others, starting to be downloaded. Now you have the WebRTC and the SXS stack, right? So these are the ones that I'm talking about. They are coming, right? And there's another thing. If you would go to the registry, please, for this one. Yeah. And once these agents are installed, if you go to local machine, software, FSLogix, it's sorry, it's in a different path. It's the RD Infra agent.
So we have,
and it's under Microsoft,
I guess.
RD Infra agent.
RDP R.
There it is.
The
one down.
Infra agent. Here we are.
Right. So you should be, once it is connected to Azure, right? The registration token on the right-hand side will go blank, right?
Oh, it is.
So it is currently blank. So this means, that your registration worked. If it doesn't, it would still contain, the copy and pasted registration token. So you might have proxies in between, or you might have firewalls blocking outbound HTTPS requests, sort of, right? But this is how you should see it on after successful registration. So now if you could go back to your Azure subscription, to the host pool, we should see something.
So here's our host pool.
Do a refresh here.
Yes, I will. First, I will close this, and then I search for the refresh key, and here we are, one total machine, one can connect.
Why?
And,
okay,
and an application group. We have also.
So if you go to total machines, you should see your VM or the desktop, right? And if you click on this, it might, take a couple of minutes, because it would tell you, hey, that it might update a version or something like that. Yeah, and that's how it should look like, right?
So that's fine.
So I think we're done for that video. And now the next thing would be getting closer to connecting to the desktop, which is done using the remote desktop application tool, and we'll demonstrate that.
See you in that video.